Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies, a book podcast where we thirst over morally questionable men and call it literary analysis. We're Kelly and Raven.
Well,
I started reading that book you suggested. The Insane Asylum one.
I didn't really suggest it. I was just sending it to you. You could have been like, maybe.
Oh, no, I started reading it. I'm almost done.
The dark romance one.
Yeah. The serial killer and the Insane Asylum one. Did you read it?
No.
Oh, God. Why am I reading it then? Well, it's right up your alley.
Well, guess what? I needed a book to read before I reread Fate, Inked in Blood, so.
Well, you can read it. It's probably right up your alley. I was like, this sounds like a book Raven would really like.
There's another one of her books that I read. I'm not name dropping the author or anything right now, but I've read one of her other books. And I read it in 4 hours, start to finish, 396 pages.
Okay, well, I thought you were talking about this book that I'm reading right now. I thought you said you read this one in 4 hours, and I was like, okay, all right. And so I started reading it, and I'm reading it. And I was like, yeah, this is right up her alley.
Yep, but I can't wait now.
It's definitely not a Kelly book, but it is a Raven book.
Is it a review book though? Because I could probably get the author on this one a little easier.
You need to read it first. You read it first and then decide.
Making me nervous. I'm the one that recommended it.
You recommend it? I'm going to read it, girl. I usually read a book before I recommend it to you.
I didn't even. But I'm just throwing shit out there. That was more of a Kelly. I need your opinion. Should we do this dark romance since we haven't done one in a hot minute?
You should read it. Yeah, read it.
Great, fucking great.
I think you're gonna love it.
If it was like her other book, it probably only has one purpose.
Oh yeah, totally. Every other chapter is a sex scene.
Yeah, that was this one. Well, I'm glad you read that for me.
I'm not quite done. I'm almost done, but I'm not quite done.
Did you see the review on that Sword Heart?
I think you sent that to me like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I read the reviews then.
Yeah,
because I remember saying, "Is this about fucking a sword?"
Yeah, I thought that was a joke, but it's also
on the reviews they talk about it. I was like, "Are we going to read a book about fucking a sword?"
I thought you were being funny because of the whole knife thing. Oh my god!
From the reviews, I think she has sex with a sword.
I'm intrigued.
Intrigued as well. Maybe
except
I will read
for the one that I just read last night. Took knife to a whole new extreme.
What did you read last night?
That other author, one of her other books, and I was like, I demolished it in like 4 hours, and you're like, oh, that was last night.
Oh, so the one you sent me is the same author but a different book.
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't read it, but you read a different one of hers. Yes. Okay, got it. All right.
And like I said, for one purpose.
One purpose only.
I guess. But it was kind of, you know what? I'm not that intense.
Okay, well, I don't know how intense you are.
I don't think spinning on a wheel and having knives thrown at me while I'm naked is something I want to partake in.
That doesn't turn you on?
No. No. That's why I read it so fast, because I skipped that part.
Just like, all right, skip. Oh, nope, skip.
Listen, I was like, skip it till I got to the actual just like penetration part. I just want to apologize to my parents if they hear the disgusting stuff that's going to come out of my mouth. Because we're going to play How Well Do You Know Your Shadow Daddies?
I love this. I love this idea. Okay, so from my understanding, we're going to throw quotes out there, and the other one has to guess which male character said this quote.
Okay, so here's the fucked up part. Kelly didn't listen to my directions, so I'm gonna have really insanely perverse, I mean, like
I feel like
X-rated.
we should also have like a 10-second limit. Like if you can't guess it in 10 seconds, we gotta move on. You gotta tell me.
I mean, I also, if it's not the person, you can guess the book.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Do I get to go first? I want to go first. I'm gonna give you an
No,
easy I
no,
want to
I
throw you
gotta.
I want to throw you an easy one.
Yours are all gonna be easy because there's no. I mean, you might you might know some of these that
Okay.
I have. Go
Well,
ahead.
okay. So first one, put your hands on the headboard.
Cassian.
Y- yes. That
Okay.
should have that was my easy one. Okay, go ahead.
Oh God. Okay, here's my first easy one.
Okay.
Start easy. Um, my house, my chair, my woman.
Zayden.
Mm, Zaddy.
Okay. Zaddy. Okay. I want to serve you in every way a man can.
Wait a second. Hold on. I just read that in like seven of these books that I read.
Some of these are kind of like
The
almost anyone
same.
could have said them.
Um, Luther or no, Darius.
No, first one.
Luther Carbois?
Yes.
Luther Carbois?
Luther Corbois. Okay, your turn.
Mm. Oh, God, I have a lot. All right. So I went to kneel at your feet, soaked in the blood of your enemies, then worship your body until you scream my name.
Is that Luther Corbois? Yeah!
Had to
Oh,
get it out of
Luther.
the way. That's why I was like, why does that sound so familiar?
Because Kelly's obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of your favorite shadow daddies. I'll be the villain for you, not to you.
Mailer.
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Why do I know this one? Oh, Darius.
Nope.
No, all right, Raven's out.
Okay, it's
Is it?
Commander Rip.
That was my first thought too. Fuck off. Damn it. I was like, no, that's too obvious. That's too
I
obvious.
I had to do one from him because he's your one of your favorites.
So if there's a name in with the
I
quote,
I
I
so
bleep the name
blocked
out.
it out. Yeah, I did the same thing. I have
Okay,
the next one has a name in it that I'm gonna bleep out.
okay, here guys. Just gonna get a little closer to this. There's a little ASMR as well. So this is so I don't have to yell this.
Oh, okay, all right.
I can smell you, and I'm thinking about drinking the sweet nectar you're making for me straight from the fucking cup.
I know this quote. I know this quote. Ugh. Okay. It definitely is a Fae, because Fae can smell. I'm gonna say it's Kingfisher.
Bitch, Kelly 2, Raven 1.
Okay, well, you're gonna get this next one.
Come on, Kelly, switch it up.
Nobody will ever fuck you the way I'm about to fuck you. I'm about to introduce you to all
Yep.
seven gods.
Kingfisher. Kingfisher. You know what? As I was doing these, I was like, I came across like two more books that we have read, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my God, they they refer to themselves as gods.
Mm.
Satan did,
Dated
Kingfisher
did.
did.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mailer did. Okay, all right. You threatening me, Yellow Bell? Gods, I hope so.
Yellow Bell?
Mhm.
Is that Slade?
Mhm.
Uh,
but he was raw at the time. So
Oh, Rot. Okay, King Rot.
that's three
Commander
people.
Rip,
That's
King Rot,
three
Slade, all
different
the
people.
same.
It's allowed.
Okay, touch her again and I'll cut your goddamn heart out.
All of them.
I know, right? It's Darian motherfucking Castle.
Yeah, there wasn't. I couldn't find. See, I was going straight for spice, and I was like, well, I can't find much spice in this book, except dun 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 dun. All right, my turn.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you that one. What could be more depraved than giving my future wife to my best friend, watching how he makes her moan like a whore?
That has to be Mailer. Is that Mailer? Yeah.
I feel like this is a good way to sell books. I'm tagging every author in this. So keep yours, okay?
Okay, this is my last one. I didn't have a lot, and I don't think you're gonna get this one because I don't think you've read this book. Uh, but you make me want to burn the whole world down so that I can claim you for my own.
There's like three books like that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, this sucks. All right, my turn.
Well, I didn't tell you who it was.
What is it? Has Moon hatched?
Lance Orion, Zodiac Academy.
I didn't get that far into it. I can't. This book is
Yeah. All
it's
right.
killing me. Okay, so I have
Is it the
one.
writing? Is it like the kitschy whatever writing? Is
I don't
that what it
know.
is?
I'm my friend said like halfway through, she's like, "Yeah, the first book, it'll pick up and you'll be like, and I'm not feeling it
You're
still.
still not feeling it.
No, it's stupid.
It's
For
but
now, for
it's I
now.
think it's supposed to be stupid. I think that's like what they're going for. Anyway, go on. I'm ready to win this.
Oh, well, you got a lot now to answer. Which one? Excuse my flattering faces. Okay. Would you do me the extreme honor of telling me why you're suddenly wanting to drop your panties?
No, I have no idea. Not a clue.
Darius.
Really?
Remember when she was at the
Oh.
table and he was like banging out the lines of stardust and he
Oh.
smelt her?
Uh, yeah.
God, I have a lot, man. Let me show you what it's like to have my gratitude trouble.
Um, the book we just read. Um, eh, why can't I think of the book we just read? Oh my God. I know this one. Who the fuck is Trouble? What did we just read? I can't believe I can't figure this out. We literally just read this book. Oh my God. Oh my
No,
God.
no
Oh my
peeking,
God.
no peeking. Come on, you got
I'm
this.
not peeking. I'm not peeking. I was like
Here,
waving away a text
I'll
message.
give you a hint.
Okay.
Ready? You gotta watch me. So,
I don't know what the fuck that means.
did we really suck that bad at the lip reading one?
Sucked so bad at the lip reading.
Enchantra. Enchantra? Enchantra.
Oh, yes. Enchantra.
Oh,
Rowan. Sorry. I love you, Rowan. I'm sorry.
man, I have so many. This one is a little hint as to what our next one's going to be in preparation for book two. Don't underestimate my tongue in the dark, Freya.
Mm. That would be a fate inked in blood, and the main male character is What is his name? I
Bjorn.
keep Bjorn. I wanted to call him Sven. Bjorn.
Sven. Sven. I have so many. This isn't fair. I doesn't even. Oh wait.
I'm sorry, I did not prepare enough.
Let me just bring this in one more time. This is the last one I'm going to do because I have so many and it's not fair. But here we go. All right,
Okay.
Kelly, you ready? For 10 points. Busybody. You let her suck your cock in the middle of the dining room at a table I'm currently eating dinner. I'd say that entitles to me to an opinion.
That's real. To Cassian about Nesta.
And what book?
A Court of Silver Flames.
Yes.
10
Good job.
points.
10 points.
Kelly wins.
Kelly. Oh man. I think we need to do I think we need to, you know what I'm gonna do also for you guys? I'm gonna put the picture of the book so that you guys can read them if it intrigues you.
Yes.
So as you watch this, you can just take note.
Oh, I actually do have one more. I have one more. I'm thinking I look at you and I think I'm dying, like I can't breathe. Same series, different Shadow Daddy.
Blackwell.
Resand.
I was like, I can't do any reason. That's too obvious. And then here we go.
I picked pretty obvious characters.
No,
The
no.
except for Lance Orion.
You picked very vague and very actually all of your stuff could have been written in every one of the books that I have, even including all of them.
Okay, all right.
Calling
I
Luger.
misunderstood the assignment.
It's like you're like a fortune cookie. If you say something that everybody can relate to, then it's always going to be right.
Okay.
And also, what was my direction of the assignment that you
I don't know, something
misunderstood?
about quotes, Shadow Daddy quotes. That's all I got.
Even better, make your list and I'll make mine. We are going to pull dirty talk lines from a vast array of books, and we will have to guess who said it. And we'll call this episode How Well Do We Know Our Shadow Daddies?
Okay, so I didn't pick the dirtiest quotes of all time.
Because you're such a PG little slut. Jeez.
Oh, well, don't tell my man friend this.
She's a PG slut.
I'm going to get him on here. He'll tell you otherwise. Oh my God, did I tell you he sent me a kink list? And he was like, okay, fill out this kink list. And so I did. Unfortunately, it didn't save. So I have to like do it again. But there was a lot on there.
You do know all of this is going on YouTube. But holy shit, what?
Yeah, it was
Is it like
like
a no go, yes go?
yeah. So it was uh like it, want to try it, no, really, really into it, basically. Like that was the
And then
four levels.
Raven's cup of tea, definitely not.
And it was like all and then but then there were some where yeah, anyway, it was all things. There were
Raven.
things on there that were a lot of no's.
I'm very intrigued. Give
I'll
me
send you the
one.
kink list then and you can play with
I
it.
want to hear.
There were things that I had to look up. I had to Google.
Raven might know them.
I was like, what is that? Googled it. Oh, okay. Maybe.
So it's not
No,
like so
absolutely not.
it doesn't just have like duct tape or like electrical tape or your preference of tape.
No, it would be like vague, like binding or caning or spanking or um come play or
What is caning?
an actual cane.
Well, we know what sorting is. Oh
And
wait,
then
you mean like a cane, like a walking cane?
walking cane, yes.
Okay, well you just made a whipping sound,
Yeah, caning means spanking with a cane.
like a walking cane.
Yes. Hmm.
And now that, mm, I mean, it maybe.
There was like a crucifixion one. There was like, do you want to play with blood? Do you want to play with urine? Do you? And then
You're
uh there
you're
was a lot.
asking you're asking the the romantasy reader, the dark romance reader. Jesus, he's probably like, I know what to ask her. Ask her all this stuff. He's read the books you're reading, that's why.
And it wasn't his list. It's somebody else's list that he sent to me. It's like a list that you can send your partner and they fill it out and then yeah, it's like a thing. Then there was like some things where they'd be like, I want it done to me. I want to do it to you, sort of questions.
So it's first on y'all's list.
There was a lot of yeses. There was a lot of I want to try or I'm open to trying. Um, I didn't feel like I said too many no's. There were some towards the end that were no's. Like I am not into you like drawing blood or
I
nailing me to things.
I the blood thing, it doesn't do anything for me. It just doesn't. Like I Megan Kelly or Meg Kelly. Megan Fox and Kelly.
Oh yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
Megan Kelly, they can go suck it. That's
Yeah, yeah,
disgusting.
that's a name. They're now known as Megan Kelly as a couple. Megan Kelly.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. I wonder who I could send that to.
I mean, it might be a good starting point for a book. Be like, what kink am I gonna write about today?
I'm just playing nice, so I'm gonna get there
There
eventually.
were like, do you want to be hung from the ceiling? Would you rather I be hung from the ceiling?
And I was saying, would you want to be hung? Period. Period. Okay, so
There
is
were also questions about like other people being involved.
okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, there was this one. I forgot what it was
Mom,
called, but
mom,
it's
do not
like
watch this one.
it's like, do you want to be dominated in public? Or it's called public use. Do you basically like,
Public humiliation, maybe?
no, it's not that. It's like, do you basically want to be my sex doll? Like I'm allowed to do to you whatever I want in private or public use in public. So if I
So a
want
little bit of voyeurism.
a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Check yes.
And but there was also like a voyeurism section
And you're
too.
like, yes, 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 yes. At the
uh
airport when I pick you up. And so is this man flying here with like all these obstacles, all these gadgets and gizmos and
I have
is
my own
it
gadgets and gizmos.
well, is it gonna look like he's coming here to murder someone when he's got like a tarp for slip and slides and rope and
I'm sure we could buy that at Ace Hardware.
ooh. What okay, let me ask, what do you think what is your thought on urine?
I'm not that into urine. I've had a guy who liked to pee on me in the shower, and I was not into it. I was like, "Can you please stop doing that?"
I
And he
have
would pee on me. And I'm like, "Stop doing that. If you need to pee, go over there and pee it down the drain." And he would
yeah.
pee on me, and I'm like, "Stop. I'm not into it."
I've been peed on in the shower drunkenly. not
Mm.
intentionally. But I did, however, date this guy. I'm not gonna name drop, but I was taking my bath. He was like, I'm gonna get in the bath with you. He got my bath and he peed in my bath. Oh, my bath was done. I was so fucking mad. Oh my God. I was like, I was like, what? No. I looked at him and I was like, you gotta be that didn't work out.
No. Same guy that liked to call me a cum bucket though.
Mm.
And I didn't realize that I'm more of a praise kink girl. I was like, no, not into it. But nice try.
I mean, I'd rather be the bucket than the frying pan.
I don't know what that means.
In than on.
Yeah. Hmm.
Do you get it? Like the surface?
Yes, I got it
Yes.
now. I actually don't mind being the frying pan.
I mean, health wise, I'm going with the frying pan, but if if all the cards were no, I don't think I'd pick that because BB's a thing.
Yeah.
Health first.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you say? Maybe. What do you want to try?
You know, that is a great question. I'm
She's like,
trying to
I've
think of
tried it all.
something. There's a lot of things on there that I haven't tried that I was like, under the right circumstances, I'd try that. Um, there was like a lot more things that I checked that I would try versus like, yes, I'm super into, which made me feel like a little
PG slut.
peachy or whatever. A little innocent. I don't know. Yeah,
I gotta see this list.
I'm gonna send it to you after this. I'm gonna find the message he sent me and send it to
I'm
you.
gonna fill it out and send it back to you, and then you can tell everybody about it
So
on
the only thing
YouTube.
was is I filled it out and then I sent him the link and then I clicked on it to see and it didn't work. So I was just gonna like fill it out again and screenshot it.
Yeah, why don't we do that? And I'll send you my list back, and then you can reveal everything to everybody on YouTube.
Let's not do that. I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
I
I barely could send it to this guy. Well, that's not true. I was actually really excited to send it to him. I was like,
wait, did you get one back from him?
no, actually, yeah, I don't know.
Before you get on that plane, buddy, fill it out.
Fill it out. I don't
Well,
think he's into anything
he's probably into everything. That's why he's asking you.
that.
He's probably like, what can I get
Oh,
away with?
what can I get away with? Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God. Now I'm gonna ask him. As soon as we get off, I'm like, I need your list.
Listen, turn off any webcams or anything that you might have in this area because it freaks me out. Sometimes I'm like, well, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm scared that people are like looking through my webcam sometimes, and then I'm like,
I'm
oh,
not sure I'm doing anything interesting enough to be looked through a webcam. If people would just look at my text messages, that would be more scary to reveal than what people are looking at through my webcam.
my
Because
my
the
camera.
other night I did some stuff. I videoed some stuff and sent it his way.
I am not redacting anything from this. This is all going on. But you did stuff.
I videoed some stuff and there was a thought that I was like, maybe I need to get paid for this.
That's a great idea.
I mean, not necessarily by him, but like in general, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
doing all this for free. Maybe I should get paid for this.
I mean, that's a great idea. There you go. No more restaurant. Just bring it in. We'll uh
uh,
we'll call it Shadow Daddy
you know,
Boobies.
he asked for some things and I did them and I sent them to him.
I gotta know. Text me one right now. No, no. I'm curious. This man's
Uh,
what? Send me a picture at least what he looks like again. But not right now. I'll judge. I'll judge. I'll look whenever I'm not on here.
I
You
mean,
said he's your mediocre boy.
you're not putting, I
Maybe
never
it's not
said
mediocre.
mediocre.
Oh, she never said mediocre. I take that.
I did
That's right.
not say that. Please redact that. I think what I said was I am into mediocre, no, not mediocre, shit. I'm into, oh, what did I say? I said I'm into medium ugly guys with big noses. I think that's what I said.
That's worse than friggin' mediocre. Are you shitting me? That is exactly what you said too, though. It rings a bell. Oh my god. Oh
Okay.
my
And
god.
okay, but so one time I was asked, I think I was actually asked by him what my type
You
was. And I said,
you
I don't
have
know exactly what my type is, but if I lined up every single ex-boyfriend and I looked at all of my ex-boyfriends and I tried to find something in common, I would say they're medium ugly with big noses. Every single one.
so all you ugly, medium nosed, big, mediocre men line up at Kelly's inbox.
Apparently.
Jesus, Kelly. Like, what I said was pretty much a compliment compared to lay it on
Well, I
out.
mean, I have a feeling a few of my ex-boyfriends are going to be like, but not me. I was above average. And I'm going to say to you, no, you weren't. You were not. You may think you were. You were not.
Wait, are we talking about averages in like above average from being a large, big nose individual? Or are we talking about above average though?
I was just referring to looks, not penis size.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I see. Look, I thought
Um,
that I didn't go south.
yeah, no, I was not referring to penis size. That is not what I was referring to. Just looks. So there's other requirements. I'm just saying,
I mean, if it's good, it's good.
if it's good, it's good.
Better get it while we can.
Oh my gosh. No, I think I'm going to refrain from discussing my ex-boyfriend's penis sizes on this podcast.
But noses, absolutely.
Noses are fine. They are very visible. You cannot deny you have a big nose.
You know what big nose means.
They know.
Big nose. Big nose.
Big nose.
Oh man. All
Um,
right.
big hands. Uh, never mind.
And this episode is not fueled by alcohol.
I know. I haven't even drank today.
Nope, not a wait, I had a tiny vodka cranberry like 5 hours ago.
So I need a new roommate, and I've been interviewing roommates all day, like four people, and I had to clean up, and I was like, oh, while I'm cleaning, might as well try to like make room and space for this new roommate. And I found a full bottle of rum that I don't know where the fuck it came from. I was like, wow. I'm not really that into rum though, but yeah,
Oh,
maybe
we can drink it. We'll play a drinking game.
we might play a drinking game because I have a full bottle of rum and nowhere to go for the rest of the night.
Why not?
Why
Wait,
not?
tonight? Hmm?
Yeah, it's 4:30 my time.
10:30 my time, but let's do it. I'll go get an old fashioned right now. I will. I got a whole list of um slurs for you still.
Slurs? Quotes?
I did not run out, girl. I was doing my homework.
I did not do my homework very well, apparently. I only have like six. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah.
I did I did a lot, and I was like, and then like I would
I
like
I did pretty good. I'm proud of myself. I think I missed the trouble one, but I knew it was right there. I knew it was a book we just read. Oh, by the way, I read a bunch of really terrible books in the last 48 hours. Um,
do you mean
and
listened?
no, because I have Kindle Unlimited now. And so every time an ad pops up on my Instagram, it's like four out of five of them are not books. And so, like, if they get me with one good quote, I'm like, okay, I'm going to read this book. And I've read some terrible books in the last 48 hours.
How do you that is what I did last night when I inhaled that book in 4 hours. I was like,
Yeah.
skip. Not even that. I don't even know what the heck that is. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't care how much description you can give me on what that thing device is. I still can't picture it, and I'm not going to Google
Uh,
it because that's none of my business. Fuck that. I didn't understand it. I might have to look it up though. Now that I remember, because
I read a mafia romance.
oh no, I started a book and I was like, I
I don't know if
started.
I'm really that into mafia romance.
I
It was like it was supposed to be like a dark
ooh,
romance mafia style. I don't think it quite hit the dark romance that like if you read it, you'd be like, this isn't dark romance, but it really wasn't that good. I was like really hoping it would be better.
so there's
Ooh, I did read this one that maybe you'd be into, and it was like this married couple. He discovers that he really likes to watch his wife have sex with other men. And so then
are they
she,
Faye?
no, it's just, yeah. Anyway, I read that one and this mafia romance. And then I started another mafia romance. I couldn't get past the second chapter. So I just, I was like, nope. And then I'm reading the one that you sent me and I'm almost done with that. That's what I've been reading the last
This
48
book
hours.
is good for mental health, and I'll see if it's
I don't know if this book is good for your mental health.
I was joking. It
It
takes place
is
in an insane asylum.
there's a serial killer and he puts people
I
in blenders.
I saw something about syringe play too. Is what one of the triggers was syringe play.
The syringe play.
I That's another thing
That I need
that's
to
none of my
I
business.
need to Google that.
I think that's when people inject people with stuff in syringes, or people just really like syringes, maybe.
There was one part where I feel like she should have instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, we had sex in the pool," and he kept dunking me under the water right before I, drowned. He'd lift me back up while he was fucking me, and I was like, um, maybe you could have expanded on that. I don't know.
Like, how many seconds did he hold you in there for?
Yeah, like
Did he
how
grab your hair
yes.
or the back of
Yes,
your
like
neck?
hair, like I don't know. But also have you ever had sex in a pool or in water?
Have I had or read?
Had.
It's not
It's
fun.
not fun. Like there's no
But you don't even move that fast because it's like you're a fucking submarine. You're like, it's
I feel
there's
like
a
that should just be taken out of everybody's like book. Having sex in the water is not that fun.
yeah, there's a lot of resistance.
Yeah. And for how wet it is, there's not a lot of lube.
I know it's like it's
It like takes it like takes
dryly.
all the lube away and it's just not
That's
that
because
fun.
it's bleach and
or
Here.
ocean?
The fucking ocean. That's what I'll never forget that. The heartless heartless.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm a bad friend.
It's a
Do you rather in the ocean or the pool? Jesus Christ.
look, I was put my trauma aside, but you kept talking about it, and I was like, I can't even spray the shower in my face. But it sounds great. I would try it pre injury.
Pre-injury.
Yeah,
Oh
heck
man.
yeah. On a surfboard,
Surfboard's different. Yeah,
it is
that
different.
that might work.
Jet ski,
But oh, that would be fun. Kind of like a motorcycle.
less
Though
dangerous.
I would never on a moving motorcycle. Fuck
Yeah,
no.
I would. Yeah, that's
I'm sure most people just do it when the motorcycle's turned off. But I saw this one video on social media where the girl is facing him and he has like a camera in his helmet and she's like laying over the top and he's like groping her and I was like,
oh,
I
I
would
saw that
not
same
do that.
video. Yeah.
It's like driving at like 60 miles an hour. Fuck no, I would not do that. No.
And that's a good way to join the broke neck club if you even survive that.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that does not turn me on. That kind of fear does not turn me on.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
like this that I just read. He like strapped her to like a wooden wheel. He was like spinning her, and he was you know what? I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed because this book ended up being mafia.
It was mafia.
I hate mafia books, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? A Russian mafia, KBF, whatever the fuck." I was like, "How did I
Okay,
get this far into it?" And he's a freaking Russian spy.
yeah, I don't know why. I'm like not into Russian anything. Like, I don't know. Blech. Not my type. Not my type.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
I don't know why. It just like I I'm not into Eastern Europeans.
Oh,
Even and I know the women are supposed to be like drop dead gorgeous and everyone's like, "Oh my God." I worked with this Russian girl and all the men at work like drooled over her and I was just like, I don't get it. I don't think she's that hot. Like, yeah, she's like objectively like there's nothing wrong with her, but I was like, I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm not
yeah,
into Eastern Europeans
yeah. I
in
am.
general.
I'm not picky.
But I think part of it, oh my God, I went on vacation to a place that had a bunch of Eastern Europeans, and it was kind of like Disneyland if Disneyland was not the happiest place on earth. Every single person that worked there looked dead behind their eyes. They looked fucking miserable. And I was just like, I feel like these people are like being held against their will and having to do these dances and for our entertainment against their will. They looked so dead inside. And they were like all Eastern European. And I was like,
Oh,
and then I was talking to my boyfriend. He was like, well, yeah, there's like a fucking war going on. Like, it's not fun to live in Russia right now. They're probably all fleeing their country. And this is like the best they can do. And I was like, this is creepy. It's so fucking creepy. It was like I would not have been surprised if a horror movie takes place in this not Disneyland location. It was that creepy. And maybe that's why I don't know. Maybe that's why I have a
bad
thing.
taste in your mouth, though.
Yeah. They
I
all look like they're being held against their will.
I have I have one memory that comes to mind when it comes to European gentlemen, and that was just I was tired. I got off work. I wanted to drink, and I was at a very nice bar, and think I was mad at the world or something, but it was nice.
Oh, good. Good for you.
The package delivered.
Great.
It was
I love that for
oversized
you.
too. It was
Mm.
oversized too.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm pretty sure he follows me on Instagram still. I don't remember his name, but should message him and be like, you put me in a wheelchair like 6 years ago. Just so you know. Jokingly. Yeah, kind of. I could send that to a few people and they might laugh.
Um, yeah, you'll have to read that book you sent me and tell me what you think.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the wheel. The wheel.
Oh, the wheel.
The girl's
Mm.
spinning on the wheel and he's throwing his 6 knives and the last one he throws it. And what do you know? Right between the lips.
Did he did he hit her?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
Did he make her bleed?
on her
Did he re
arm.
did he remove a body part?
Oh, I don't know. I
Skipped it.
she might have when they finally got to the real deed.
Oh, well, if they had sex, he didn't remove a body
She
part.
might have been, but listen, she might have been missing an arm at that point. I don't. I mean, she could have had her limb removed. Am I about to read about a body part?
What?
Is
What?
this book about what, Kelly?
The one that I'm talking about, or the one you're talking about.
I'm talking about the one that I sent you and you read
I
it.
thought we were talking about the wheel. I'm talking about the wheel book that I
But
haven't
you
read.
said that you said a body part. I
I
thought that
said
was
no, I said you said he threw a knife and it hit her between the lips, and I said, did he remove a body part? And
no.
then you said they had sex, and I was like, oh, well, then he didn't remove a body part.
Well, I
And
said
then you,
I skipped it, so they might have. They might. Did she
I
bury
swear to
all?
God, I'm not drunk.
What? There's not a See, there's a reason why I put blondes on our all birthdays, and it doesn't help that our birthdays are like what 4 days apart, seven
I
days
almost
apart.
sent you a Gemini thing, 7 days apart. It was like something someone was like, "Oh, what's his sign or what's her sign?" Gemini? No. And I almost sent it to you.
No.
No, don't date them.
I,
Gemini? No.
10 out of 10 would not recommend. Yeah. I was about to ask if you ever dated someone that was a Gemini, and I remember
Yes, I have dated
we had
two at least.
we had a household of three fucking
We
Geminis.
did. We did.
Leo, you a Gemini?
He is a Virgo, Libra. He's a Libra.
He held the peace.
What's January? What's early January?
I
That's what Gus is.
I don't know what anybody but mine and my mother's.
Yeah, I basically just know me and my sister and my mom.
And I know my uncle and my grandma's because their birthdays are the day after mine.
Oh, I do know my brothers. Yeah. So if you're born in that area, then I know. But if you're not, I don't know. What
Maybe
comes after
what comes
Sagittarius?
after Gemini?
Oh, after Gemini is Cancer,
I was
then
gonna,
Leo.
I was about to say
Because
Sagittarius comes after Sagittarius.
and the only reason I know that is because my dad's a Cancer and my mom and my sister, or what is my sister? Is she a Leo? No,
Because
maybe my sister's a Cancer and then my
I've
mom's a Leo. I don't know, something like that.
I've had a lot of people like tell me their birthdays are in June, and I'm like, oh, a Gemini, and they're like, no, a
A
Capricorn.
Cancer. It's a Cancer.
I'm like, no, it's just gonna be a Gemini.
If you're a June, you're a Gemini. That's what we say.
That's it. Don't you
That's
know our
it.
calendars are fucked up anyways?
Um, yeah. So after is Cancer. That's what my dad and my sister are. And then after that is Leo. That's what my mom is. And then after that, I have no clue. I did date a Libra, which was October. early October. I think late October is Scorpio.
Listen, I it's going through one headphone out the other because I cannot.
I I cannot tell you what any of them mean
Now,
except for my own though. And I
reading
barely know what mine means.
reading the beginning of Zodiac Academy, I was like, they really testing me right now. They're really testing me.
Yeah, but after that they don't really talk about it that much.
That's fine. I just couldn't figure out which male is which, and then something.
Oh God, it took me 3 books to figure out the four dudes, who the fuck they were talking about, what their powers are, what their orders are. It took me like at least 3 or 4 books. I was like, Darius who?
This is the I'm. It's not
Caleb
the.
who?
It's not the dumbest book I've ever read,
It's close.
but
But
it's
also could not put it down. After, like you said,
ah.
I like halfway through, I like could not put it down. And I devoured 6 of them. And then by the 7th, I was like, okay, this is starting to get too dumb. I don't like it anymore. I told you once the she did the penis piercing, I was kind of done. Or I guess it's 2 of them. Once they introduced the penis piercing, I was
Hmm.
like, nah,
Our
not into it anymore.
Kylie Smith of Enchanta.
And cha cha,
I love saying that.
cha cha cha. You're laughing so hard.
Well, it doesn't ever happen. Maybe I just haven't laughed in a long time.
I know I'm like kind of want my man friend to be on our next episode. I'm like,
We
maybe he
can't.
should be. And be like, dude, read this book in like 3 days so you can talk about it.
3 months. It's gonna take 3 months. I can't believe people that like,
I've known him for a whole year. I don't think he's finished the book that he was reading when I first met him.
but can he even read?
You know, that is a good question. He can read. He does read, but he mostly just reads the internet.
Well,
Um,
just so
he
you
was
know,
reading this really intense, like Ukrainian history book or something, and when I first met him, and I was like, "Oh, a reader." I don't think he's actually finished it. Because
I
I
read.
remember I said one time, I might have been talking to you. I was like texting you or someone, and they were talking about how their boyfriend doesn't read, and I was like, "That's dumb." And I was like, "Can you believe her boyfriend doesn't
Doesn't.
read?" And he's like, "I don't read." I was like, "What about that book you're constantly carrying around?" He's
All
like,
right,
"Eh."
now, sinner,
He's like, "Eh." I'm like, "All
sinner,
right, whatever."
and his fake reading.
Fake reading.
That's why I asked if he knew how to read, or was he just like all the other male characters? Beg the Night, Sinner.
No, I think he can actually read.
Oh,
He's
I'm
not a dum dum. But I have dated a guy that I'm pretty sure couldn't read.
I have texted
I
people that I'm pretty sure couldn't read.
like his level of literacy was pretty low. You know, I mean, you got to be able to read a little bit. And
As
I'm not
is
saying that I
he's
am like an
probably
elite reader. I'm just saying that there's a lot of men out here that can't,
but
won't read.
he sounds like the kind of man that can't find the clit.
The ones that can't read.
Can't find the clit. The guy that you just explained.
Um, well, that
Well,
one in particular was very good at finding it. May have been dumb, but
but
he
it
had some sheet smarts.
book smart, cheat smart.
Not book smart, which is funny because one time he told me that I was book smart and not street smart. And I was like, okay, guy who can barely read.
I mean, you are, I mean, in comparison.
He's like, you're just not very street smart. I was like, all right, chillax over there. He was kind of a gaslighter. He was not actually a very good human.
Yeah, I've been told that I have more book smart than common sense.
Yeah, it's not a compliment, guys. Stop saying that.
Like, I would get kidnapped, but yet I could probably read a 7,000 page
Chemistry
book and like,
textbook, yeah.
yeah, but I would still be on Jeffrey Dahmer's list. Dumbass.
Tell my
Um,
ass.